Buffalo Bills vs Baltimore Ravens. How roster changes could impact AFC Divisional Round playoff as the Buffalo Bills and Baltimore Ravens prepare to meet again in the AFC Divisional Round playoffs. Both teams are much different from their Week 4 showdown. The Ravens dominated the first meeting 35-10, handing the Bills their first loss of the season. Since then, significant roster changes have reshaped both teams, making this rematch highly intriguing. In the Week 4 loss, the Bills' defense was ravaged by injuries. Starting linebackers Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard were out, and Taron Johnson, a key nickel corner, missed the game as well. These absences were felt as the Bills struggled to contain the Ravens. However, this time around, the Bills will have Milano, Bernard, and Johnson healthy and ready for action. Milano's return has been a game-changer since his Week 13 activation from injured reserve. The team has also added veteran defensive tackles Jordan Phillips and Quinton Jefferson, strengthening their interior defensive line. On offense, the Bills have also made adjustments. While the core of the offensive unit remains the same, Amari Cooper's arrival has provided a fresh dynamic. In the previous matchup, the Bills' receivers were led by Keon Coleman, but with injuries impacting Khalil Shaki and other wideouts, Buffalo was not at full strength. Cooper has opened things up for other receivers and could be a key factor in this rematch for the Ravens. The absence of nose tackle Michael Pierce and offensive line shuffling in Week 4 left the team vulnerable. Since then, the offensive line has stabilized, and Pierce has been contributing in a reserve role. However, the Ravens' defense has also improved. Notably, the team added Tre'Davious White, former Bills cornerback, to bolster their secondary. White has been playing as a sub-package corner, providing additional depth and skill to the defense. Injuries continue to play a role for the Ravens, especially with Zay Flowers suffering a knee injury in the regular season's final week. His status for the playoff game remains uncertain, and if he cannot play, Tylan Wallace will likely take on a larger role in the receiving corps. With key players back for the Bills and new additions for the Ravens, both teams look stronger than they did in Week 4. The changes to the roster will surely make for a more competitive and intense rematch, with both teams eager to advance in the playoffs.